Howdy ho, guys and gals. If you've been wondering about what you should be buying at Harbor Freight right now this weekend, Father's Day around the corner, man, sales are going off. We're going to do a walk through the store, talk about some of the great deals that are going on. They got 20% off coupon. They got a whole bunch of insider track stuff. We got some clearance, actually a bunch of clearance stuff. Let's take a look at what they got in store. Then we'll take a look at the coupons. Also, hang around. Make sure you hit that subscribe button because we got Home Depot and Lowe's coming up next. All right, first up, we're going to take a look at some Hercules batteries. You got instant savings. Again, no coupon, no inside track needed there. A lot of great deals on those with the 12 volts included. Of course, we got the Ultra Torque. That thing is a monster. Look at that, 190 on that one. Not the best price we've seen, but a good price. Don't sleep on that Bauer High Torque. That thing is insane for the price. Again, I'm a huge fan of the mid torques there for the brushless ones for the Hercules. We get step bits. You know what? Those are good enough for a lot of projects coming in. Again, we're going to see a lot of the instant savings here and we're going to see a bunch of closeout stuff coming up later in here, but a ton of instant savings stuff they don't really advertise as much or really push that you might miss, which is why I guess we got to do this sort of thing. Anyway, we come through the sanding pads, the 9-inch, we get the hook and loop and that kind of stuff. I have not used a ton of these. Typically, I buy the Diablo stuff. If you've been using the Bauer or the Hercules sanding stuff, look at there's the belt sander, the Warrior belt sander on sale for $30. But here's the Hercules. If you've been using these, look at that, $5 or $4.20. Anyway, if you've been using them, let me know down in the comments. I'd like to know what your thoughts on about the sanding for the Hercules, not the generic Harbor Freight stuff, the Hercules or the Bauer. Let me know what you think about that as opposed to, like, say, Diablo or some of the other stuff that you've been using. All right. Remember that 20% off? That's good on that Myers. A lot of the name brand stuff that's in Harbor Freight that people don't think about getting that is there, you know, the manufactured by somebody else. We got here disposable face masks. There's other reasons than just, you know what, for having the masks around. You got to keep your lungs in shape when you're dealing with dust. I was clearing out a storage unit the other day. I was glad I had some in the truck. Okay, let's go through here some of this stuff. They redid a lot of these, the blowers down there. Look at that, the seamer there, that's getting cleared out there. A lot of the stuff is getting replaced, so keep an eye on it when you see those clearance tags because they're upgrading pretty much everything in the store. There, the 10-inch saw, that's going away. We know that one's getting replaced. There's the abrasive saw. It's on sale right now. Inside track on that one. Of course, the table saws. Look at there's the little mini saw down there. And we saw there's the inside track there on the table saw there. That's what, $300? $300 inside track. That is launch price on it. And now it's got the DeWalt style fence on it. It's got the wider feet. It's more stable. That is definitely a pickup. You definitely want to grab that one. Okay. Tons of circ saws, great saws there. They have a ton of selection of circ saws. You really don't think about it. Yeah. That's hooligans in the store. Who knew it? Easily distracted by dogs. That is truth in advertising. Check that out. Have you seen the Bauer cement saw? Did you know they had a Bauer cement saw? They got a lot of the bigger Bauer tools. I'm surprised they haven't come out with them in the Hercules yet, but I would be assured that that's going to happen. One thing, people keep going, well, they've raised the price on the Warrior. There are two Warrior grinders, folks. The one that's $20, it's a better grinder, but it's not going to go on sale for $10. It's the $15 one that drops down to $10 or $11 on that one. The Braun light, look at that. That thing's cleared out there. That's a nice light. And of course, the side table there for the U.S. General, they have to get rid of it to replace it with the new one so it's compatible with the full bank cart as well. All right, let's take a look at some of these hand tools. Of course, the Quinn screwdrivers, fantastic screwdrivers. I got a set of them. The Icon, I haven't tried I've seen the Icon screwdrivers. They're good screwdrivers, but for the money, I think the Quinn are good enough. That's the set right there, the 15-piece set. But look at this, the Doyle here. These 2-piece ones, that's on sale there. All right, and I can't say it enough, those 20% off coupons, all the Icon hand tools, all the Doyle, all the Quinn, none of that stuff is excluded, and they're fantastic hand tools. The Bremen clamps, remember we found out they're made in the same factory as the Milwaukee clamps. They're good clamps. The Icon impacts, solid impacts. Great impact tools there. And of course, the Pittsburgh Chrome, they're good sockets. I just wish they were no skip. And look at this. We got some clearance here in the Icon. When you see clearance like that, what it means is they're replacing it with a different manufacturer is typically what's going on. So they're trying to clear out the old SKUs, so they can keep track of the new stuff and make sure what is what. We got the ratchets, all sorts of stuff. Again, we got Pittsburgh, we got Icon. Extensions, that's a good one. That's another thing people forget. How about the new cabinet? Look at that cabinet. It's beautiful. But is it? No, it's not. It's not the all white cabinet because, I got to flex on it. It's just so gorgeous. Look at the snow there. That's styrofoam, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, I love that thing. The gray is nice, but I can tell you that white just pops. The U.S. General, remember, that's 15% off. The icon here, check out the scratch and dent if you're looking for the icon. That's the way to go. The Bauer tape measures, you know what? I'm pretty happy with the Bauer tape measures. I've got quite a few tape measures, but this is, look at it, clearance on this. This is all the Central Machinery stuff. They got a guy in there who's done really well over at Harbor Freight in design and stuff like that, and he is redoing all of the Chicago electric stuff, or Central Machinery, I should say, redoing all of it. That's why we're seeing clearance on all of this. The stuff they're coming out with is going to be fantastic, but this is a great time to get some extraordinary deals. Look at this. The drill presses, that is a fantastic benchtop drill press. Of course, I love my 17-inch. I think that's the 13-inch there. There's the 17 on the right. It's not on clearance yet, but you know it's going to happen. I can't wait to see what they do with it, though. The bandsaw, I'd love to see an update on the bandsaw. But look, there's some more of the benchtop drill presses on sale. And you can see they already redid all of the vices. So if you slept on the vices, you pretty much missed out. But look at this. The dust collector, we know there's tons of mod to turn that into a stage 2. It's on clearance right now as well. I have not seen the new Bauer cement mixer in stores. I can't wait to see that. We got some inside track sales here on the lights. Those lights, they're okay. I didn't see anything here that really, struck my fancy, as it were. The arbor press. If you can find this arbor press, it is amazing. There's we'll talk about that saw here in just a minute. You can't really see it. Look at this, $279 on the metal lathe. That's a well-known metal lathe. You want to get that one. Of course, the anvil there in the door. That anvil is sweet. I'm gonna have to get my paws on one of those. And then we got the bench grinders and buffers. You know what you're not going to see here? You're not going to see Harbor or Hercules, but you are going to see the new Bauer. That thing is an absolute beast. Quiet. My iPhone's just so needy. Of course, we got floor jacks on floor jacks on floor jacks. A lot of them on inside track. Again, I know a lot of you are reluctant to buy the inside track. In many cases, one purchase pays for itself, and after that, it's just savings after savings after savings. Okay, we had a generator here. There's at least one generator, if not two generators, that are on sale for inside track. And again, I've heard whisperings that end of year we're going to see dual fuel. Got my fingers crossed on that one. Here's the grease guns. $100 grease gun. Come on, if you're in Hercules, that is a must-have. Look at this. They even are now carrying 3-toed sloths just sitting there on his phone. Yeah. Anyway, the Icon roller creeper there, the off-road creeper, that thing, I got to get one of those. I need one for my shop. It need to match my Badlands jack there. I owe you guys a review on these straps. They sent us a bunch of the straps. We've used it for traveling. I'm going to use it again here. They're great. They really are great. Of course, you know what I say about these things. If you don't have one of these in your shop, whether it be the 500-pound or the 1,000-pound, you're just asking to hurt yourself, and you're asking to just make things harder than they need to be. Now, they've what do you call it? I'm trying to remember the name of the brand here, the Hallmaster. This is another brand that they've been completely redoing and doing all this new stuff. If you've been hesitant to get some of the stuff here, also don't forget the engine stands. You gotta like those. But the Hallmaster stuff, right now, look at that. There are some really competent towing equipment now at Harbor Freight. Great place to run in, grab a hitch, grab a ball, something like that. There's a sale going on with the gas tanks. Not my favorite, but you gotta get one of these Pelican boxes. The Pelican boxes, I could call them Pelican boxes, the Apex boxes. They're just as good as Pelican. Every time I look at them, I think Pelican. You got to get the Pelican box. It is a must-have. We got some outdoor power equipment. Look at the prices on the Atlas mowers. They're not, I think they've come down because they're not that bad compared to what else is out there. We got some more clearance over here on the storage items. Definitely want to take a look at those. Anytime you see that orange sticker, that's something you want to stop in store and go, all right, what's going on here? Because once it goes clearance, man, they go quickly. I got to tell you, the Hercules, the Bauer bags, they're killing it. The Bauer storage. Now, I give the storage to my son for his tool system. He's been using it a bunch. Anytime that's on sale, that's a good one to grab. The Central Pneumatic. The air guns, not bad. All the connectors, junk. Well, they're not all junk. It's like a roll of the dice. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they're not. That ultrasonic cleaner, that's a good pickup right there. We got some air hoses right here. Of course, look, instant savings, they're already off the shelf. All right, you saw what there was in store. Let's go through what's on the website, talking about the deals, the coupons, and more. Of course, that 20% off, and yes, it does have all the caveats, the carve-outs, all the exceptions, the big asterisk on it. It does. I'm not going to go through it because we've gone through it before, but if you're wondering what you can still get, because there's lots of great deals out there still. I got a video a few weeks ago about what you can still get with the 20% off coupons, with all the exceptions. There's still a lot of great savings, but let's take a look at some of the other stuff they have here. We got the Insider Track. We got the U.S. General here, 15% off. The Fortress, that's an okay sale price. It's not the best sale price. The Warrior, I'm not a big fan of the 12-volt Warrior. It's just kind of gutless. But if you need some light-duty work, maybe it'll work for you. We got the 1.5-ton aluminum racing jack for you guys who like to drag race your jacks. We got the random orbit polisher. That's been a big win lately. The variable speed rotary hammer. That's a solid tool. Check this out. The 10,000 lumen 4-foot diamond plate linkable light there for $42. And we got the tiny titanium welder, the Easy Flex at $169. That's some pre-pandemic pricing. That's a great starter welder. But let's jump through some of the other stuff. Speaking of deals, oh my gosh. Tons of deals on both Bauer and Hercules. Let's take a look here. Buy a battery and charger, get a free tools. You guys have been saying, well, if only Harbor Freight had combo kits. They've got combo kits. They're doing this all the time. There's always a deal like this going on. So make sure you check back when we do those videos. We'll tell you all about them. You buy the charger, you buy the battery, and there's the tools you can get, all of that for $100. And yes, there are brushless tools in there. Let's take a look here. Buy a Select Bauer and get a 20-volt 3-amp-hour battery free. 8 tools to choose from there. Buy a Bauer 8-amp battery. That 8-amp battery is nothing to sneeze at. Get a 3-amp rapid charger free. That's a fantastic deal. If you are in the Bauer lineup, this is a must-have right here. You got to do that one because you know you want that 8-amp battery. And you know if you have that battery, you're going to want the rapid charger. Now you're getting it for free. As far as the Hercules stuff, oh my gosh. For $120, you get the battery, the charger, and you get any one of these tools. The blower's okay. The grinder's great. The die grinder, man, we saw the sale price already, but look at that deal. You stack the battery and the charger there with that grease gun. I'm gonna have to get my paws on one of those. I cannot say enough about the impact wrench there. That compact impact wrench saved our butts doing the power steering box on the old wife's truck there. I've got the impact driver. I actually just got it sitting right here. Just was playing around with that. We got the hammer drill, the drill driver, all of it. That's a great deal right there. What else do we got with it? Well, we got another deal here. Let's see what that one is. Your choice, buy any 2 select Hercules 20-volt tools for only $120. That's $60 each for these tools. 8 tools in that. Let's keep going. Let's see what they got here. All right, the Vulcan Pro TIG. This thing, if you're looking to do some TIG stuff and you want it's above prosumer. I'm not gonna say it's a top tier pro. It's what we call that value pro mark. It's one of the best valued tools out there that you can get, coming in with $150 off, taking it to $1,050. Next up, we got the 500-pound lifting cart. No, it's not the 1,000-pound lifting cart, but it's the 500-pound. For most people, it's going to be just fine. I like the 1,000-pound because A, the handle folds, and B, it can reach almost to the tailgate on my 4x4 pickup truck. On my standard pickup truck, the 1,000-pound will reach. But this one gets, again, it's a little bit lower, but it works. I've never really had something where I couldn't do it with it. Just a great tool to have around. The 48-inch workbench with light for $100 with, again, this is Inside Track here. This thing, when put together right, fantastic. We got the tile saw, the Diamondback tile saws. I've said a ton about these tile saws. $280. You're not going to come anything close to this thing for $280. Again, Inside Track. These are all Inside Track deals. I have said how many times I wanted this. Now, I would say it's a great deal, and it is. At $330, it's a fantastic deal. But you know what? I think for most people watching this, getting that Hercules, or not the Hercules, the Bauer bandsaw, and getting the Hercules bandsaw stand, that's basically $200 right there, and you get the same kind of functionality. Is it as good a setup as this? No, it's not. But it's not going to take up as much floor space. It can also be used in the vertical position with the included table. I think it's a lot more flexible and better for the average DIYer. If you're a pro or a value pro, doing serious, you do a lot of metal work, this one might be the way to go. All right, we got the titanium 200. This is the multi-processor welder. This is definitely the prosumer's friend right here. 120 or 240 input there. It does almost all of it. As I said, multi-processor, right? The Hercules, I've been talking about Porter Cable, and since them leaving the space, leaving Bosch on top, Skill coming in close, we found out recently that this came out of the same factory as the Skill, as far as we can tell. They're pretty much nearly identical at $109 with the plunge base. That's a buy it now price. All right, they've been refurbing a lot of these jacks and stuff. We got the heavy duty 20-ton bottle jack here for $40. Where else can you lift 40,000 pounds for $40? That's, what is a buck, 10 cents? I can't do math in my head. Icon long reach pliers, not just the Icon here, because if you got that 20% off there, all the Icons on sale. But this is a good one. You get 10% off. Why 10% off when you get 20% off with the other coupon? The Merlin, I got to tell you, I said before, the central pneumatic stuff, the couplings are junk. I use these in the shop. These are the ones I've got hooking up I'm looking over my air compressor right now. Those are the ones we just put on there. The Doyle Vise, I don't know if you can see it. It's back over there, right? It's in the shop. We use it all the time. Next up, we've got the Bauer. If you've been liking these compact saws, they're great little saws, but at $50 from Bauer, yeah, that's definitely a buy it now kind of price. This is one I think every shop should have. Now, do you need the Bauer one? No. There's a ton of them out here. I've got a Black & Decker Pro that's probably is older than a lot of you guys that's sitting back over there that I still use. But you know what? They're hard to find these days, but for $30, that's 25% off. That is a must-have around the shop. All right. Of course, we talked about this one, the brushless there. Remember, brushless and Hercules means 5-year warranty, 3 years on the batteries. You know what I haven't been saying? It's also 3 years on the chargers as well. So that's a great system right there. I love these things. A lot of people said they don't put out enough power. You're not using these for suspension. You're not using these for Honda crank bolts. You're using these for top end stuff or light duty kind of work where you just got to break it loose, move a little bit fast. They're great for that. I've done a lot of work with mine. The Bauer 20-volt cordless trimmer there, tool only, coming in at $50. How about $40 on that for if you're inside track? I've got this trimmer. Honestly, it's one of my favorites, kind of because they stole the design from Works. The little wheels there on the side, you flip it on the side, you can do edging. I love that. Let's see what else we got. This is one I'm going to have to pick up, but I don't like that red. I think, yeah, we're going to have to do it in white. We are, because we got to do it in white to match the big boy over there. So at $100, this is something I'm really a big fan of, keeping all my tools compartmentalized. When I have a project, I can take all the tools I need, put them in the cart, go to the project, do the work I need, and then I don't have to hunt around the shop going, I left parts over here, tools over there, tools over there. Keep it all compartmentalized. It's a great way to do this sort of stuff. The U.S. General 5 full bank 6-drawer cart, now in gray and everything, $500. That's the buy it now price. And these days it's the standard sale price. It's hard to get excited about it because it's on that sale price so often. But that said, nothing comes close to it at $500. $500 is the buy it price on it. And then lastly, I got to talk about just released, not on sale yet. And yes, I know I owe you a video on this, is the Hercules planer. Hercules or Harbor Freight was nice enough to send it to me. It's sitting there over my bench staring at me. I got to get it done. I know I'm going to do it here soon. I picked up some hardwood. I need to get some pine or something, try some of the softer woods to do with it as well. $400 puts it right there in the sweet spot, right in the middle of all the other big boy players. We're going to see it, looking at all the features on it. It looks great. It's hitting all the marks that I want it to hit. As far as the features that are labeled, listed, and what I can see about it, we're gonna have to see how it performs. Anyway, that's all we got for you. You all take care. God bless, and as always, shine on.